Welcome to the Optimism episodes. Today we have very multi-talented, I would say, an educationist and someone who is running his food blog, Mujtaba Agha. Welcome to the Optimism episodes, Mujtaba. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you? I'm so glad that you have me on board for
Yeah,
this
you're the second
episode.
one actually on this platform. Okay, Mujtaba, I'm
Great.
a nutritionist, and I would also talk about food blogging. How you're being productive?
Sure.
Uh, how you're being productive while maintaining social distancing?
In terms of, I would say in terms of food blogging, this is the this is actually a very good opportunity for me to work from home and work on my content. So there are a lot of companies, a lot of you would say like food companies that working much harder this time, and since everyone is at home and cooking, so all these companies are taking advantage of that, and they distributing all of their work to the bloggers. So I think this is a good time for me to actually work on my content and make it stronger, because usually on a normal routine day, I don't get much time to actually work on my blog or on my content, but I think this is the best time for me to actually put in all the work I have since I'm at home. In terms of my master's degree, my education, as long as that goes, it's a bit difficult because obviously e-learning is not ideal, and obviously if I wanted to do online learning, I would have chosen that from the very start. So obviously that one-on-one communication with your lecturers, one-on-one communication with your peers is actually lacking, and obviously that kind of does, I think, puts you behind in the learning procedure and the process.
So, what would you suggest to people first, some like students, because like me, I'm techno challenged. I think first they have to learn technology. If a person like I'm a social
Yeah.
scientist, first they have to learn technology.
Yeah.
Then they have the pressure of their own studies. So, what would you suggest to students, and then of course people who are in the food industry? What they can learn from Mujtaba?
I guess this is the best time for everyone to kind of get used to technology and use I think one app I think we all have to be thankful for is Zoom, because I think all my work, all my meetings, all my assignments and all my presentations have happened through Zoom. And actually I'm quite surprised, because it's gone so smooth that I have not really faced any problem. And and it makes you kind of realize that sometimes how we used to think that we have to go to class or we have to give presentation in person. Now we can actually do it through Zoom. And so I think now schools and universities or even students can look up at opportunities where we can actually study online and work online, rather than, for example, even like when you go to schools, you kind of you want to have group study sessions with your friends. But now I think this quarantine has made me realize that you can have them over Zoom, you can have them over Skype. So it's a good opportunity for students to kind of learn this whole new thing.
Mujtaba, I just want to talk about food industry because people can't go to restaurants now. So I think
Yes, definitely.
takeaways and stuff like that. Do you think that eventually this people will get used to the takeaway? Because I think social distancing will remain for quite some time now. Will remain for a long time. And do you think that this business will be hit adversely, or how this business will work out in this context?
Um, you're right. I do agree that restaurants have had a very huge hit in this social distancing, because obviously everyone is really used to getting out and eating outside. But now as I've seen that a lot of places have started takeaway delivery, and a lot of restaurants or food has a lot of innovative stuff. For example, they're giving you do it yourself kits where they're giving you unprepared burgers, and you can prepare them at your house. Or they're doing a lot of people are doing frozen food, so that most people can kind of use their items. So I think now, yeah, you're right. I think now I think restaurants will move to a more takeaway delivery, do it yourself kind of a new thing, because obviously you're right. I think social distancing will stay for at least a long time. So dining in, I think, won't be much of a popular option for people now.
So people have to stay in business and run their businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think they need to come up with innovative ideas to kind of run the businesses. As you've seen, a lot of restaurants are doing it now.
A lot of innovation now, I guess,
Yeah.
a lot of innovation. And so, how the society will be shaped because of this social distancing. What is your opinion? As an educationist, you have been working with young students, and then of course
Yes.
you're also in touch with the different segments of the society, and you're a researcher. So how the society will be shaped?
I think now that we all realize that, how much we took for granted, all the handshakes and all the hugs and all, one-on-one meetings that we used to have with our peers and colleagues. So I think that will be something that, we all will remember that we took for granted. So I think now people will just maintain their distance, and I hope that, how in supermarkets people make lines, and I hope that continues, because, that's just, I hope that's how society shapes. But I guess this will only stay as long as, this corona is around. But I think after that, I'm not sure whether people will still be, following this protocol, or will everyone go back to their normal life. So I think that's still something that, I'm not quite yet sure of yet.
So any time for self-reflection, and what did you find about yourself?
I think one thing I would say that I found about myself is that definitely you can also be productive at home. You just need to think of different ways. And before the quarantine, I think I always used to think that, I can't do anything at home, and, nothing is possible at, staying at home. You just get lazy. But I think the quarantine has made me realize that a lot of things you can do at home. You can also do home workouts. You can also cook at home. You can also work on your content. You can also take online courses. So yeah, I think there's plenty of stuff that you can do to make yourself productive. So that's something that I've learned, that, you don't always have to be at that physical location to actually achieve something. You can even do it while being at home.
So at the end, would you like to say something inspirational or any message of hope to our viewers?
I think what keeps me, keeps my hopes high is that, this is only for a short time, and, everyone should just kind of adhere to all the guidelines, and, just take precautions, because this is short-lived, and, better days are definitely going to come. This is not going to stay forever. There have been a lot of pandemics in the past, and, everyone has moved from them. So hopefully, I hope that, we all can move past this. But obviously, it's going to take time. We all have to stay patient and just kind of take each day as it is, because if we start thinking too much about the future, I think it'll be very difficult for us to.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
No worries.
And
no worries.
And keep on, presenting all that wonderful food on your blog.
Thank you. I'm glad. I hope you like all the content going up.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.